Hello, YouTube! What's good, babies? You thought that I was gone? You thought that you would never see me again? It is I, the Duke of Danger, the Deacon of Destruction. I am the breaker of doom, and everything that goes wrong in this world. This is my sister, Princess Mononoke. Now then, the world is going to hell. Between politics, between the FGC, and in between professional wrestling, I have no idea what the fuck to expect for the rest of this year. This is my sister Princess Mononoke. She'll be looking sexy in the background, and I need you to understand that this is not a time for wondering, why is this happening? Why are people coming out? No, you dumb motherfucker, shut the fuck up and listen and see what the problem is facing this country and the world at large. And maybe you understand that now is the time to make changes. But because I am Dynamite D, I am here strictly to talk about professional wrestling. If you want political conversations, Jonte will come around later. When we go back to regularly scheduled programs, the Dory will be back. You know, he's kind of like my... Look. Anybody that remembers the early times, the 10 subscribers that left times where it was just you and Dynamite, babies. I know it's weird to see this persona come back. You've had somebody a lot come, but now you got me. And for those of you who don't know, I am Dynamite D. I am the erratic one. I am the one that is a little bit unhinged and likes to go ahead on tantrums and tirades. And honestly, right now, I am just tired. I am tired of hearing these stories come again and again and again and again. I thought that this is something that has been addressed and worked on, but it appears that we need to really get these snakes out of our temples, out of the hollow ground that is the squared circle, because I am disgusted with the depth of depravity that I've seen in this community. Professional wrestling is my love. Professional wrestling is my passion. And under different circumstances, I will be back on my trail to do that. But I have had to take a stop because the world is going to hell because of the apocalypse. Luckily, we're making it through this one pretty easily. But that does not mean that all is golden and well and on up and up. To put it simply, and I know I'm coming in late on this party, but it's taking a long time. It's taking time to really analyze and reflect. It's so bad that it's part of the reasons why I haven't really wanted to cover Fyter Fest. Now, I will, and I have to, because I need to keep myself motivated in my actions and my goals and what I want, but it is hard. It is hard to really realize how dark and depraved, and not even in the fun or good way, but nefariously depraved this community has been. So, I'm an individual who has never had no issue with Joey Ryan. Joey Ryan was entertaining to me. He's one of those things that kind of got me, that was kind of pulling me in towards independent wrestling, because it's like, oh, what's this? This is weird. This is wow, he's super like somebody with a dick, but it's entertaining. You know, fucking Chikara. You're like, oh, what the fuck? What's up with these guys? They look uber weird, but yo, they're funny as fuck. Okay, this is the shit I was liking. Like seeing a new spectrum of wrestling that's not just what you have grown to watch from WWE and having no knowledge of the independents. It's kind of like how you know about the NBA, but you also enjoy watching street ball because you like watching these dudes be outlandish and just being a massive ass player. This is how it felt to me, and to see that these guys who I've become to like and grow and see develop over some time, to see that they are monsters of a caliber by which I did not think we would ever see again in this day and age. When people talk about the 70s, the 80s, and even times in the 90s, there are things that happened back then that you would not think would happen in this day and age. That you would think that we have grown and developed more respect for our fellow humans, that we would not hear stories of rape, of power control, of sexual deviancy. And keep and I thought and at first it seemed like this is gonna be isolated to the UK. No. As I just stated, was saying Joey Ryan, this shit is global. The only ones I have not heard anything about happens to be the Eastern Wrestling Cups. I have not heard a dime about AJPW. I haven't heard anything about DDT. I haven't heard anything about Pro Wrestling Noah nor New Japan. It could be due to the benefit that they kept their male and female wrestlers on separate cards, for the most part. But I guess that there is actual respect there. More respect than there has been in the West. This is a problem. This is an issue. And I am perfectly fine with purging the worst of the worst now. And those on the lighter aspects of this spectrum getting their time of public shame to let it be known that this will not be accepted. And for them to learn, truly learn. And we will never have, and we will not deal with this again. We must be severe. And I don't care if I like you. I don't care if I think that you are a godsend to professional wrestling. If you are if you are the worst of the worst, get the fuck out. Be gone. And because I love Legendary and because I'm a fan of Ballroom, chopped. You get your ass chopped. That's it. You're done. Your head out of here. I have being the fan that I am. I've heard so many stories. I have seen the effects of what these dark times can have on our profession. There's good and there's bad. There are wrestlers I will never see given the glory that I believe they deserve because of their own actions. And to be fair, it comes with it when you even if it's due to something that's out of your control, such as years of trauma. Once that line is crossed, as little control as you might have for yourself because of it, there is no going back. And some of these individuals who should have been bright stars that are making a new pathway of legends outside of the WWE pantheon, you will be gone and you will not be missed. There's plenty of individuals that will take these vacancies and move up to establish a new hierarchy, new standards, and new legends. For those of you that will scrape by this and be able to survive and stay in this community, be thankful. Be thankful. And understand that you must lead a new change. That you must be a part of this movement that shows that this is a community that is open and that is fair and respecting and that does not abuse its power. We have gotten through the dark times of people only knowing really about one or two or three companies. We are in a time where there is a resurgence of the old, and the old is new again. But we will have many casualties. And we must move forward. We must prosper. We must survive. We have lost Chikara. To a lot of people, Chikara is just like a joke company. Like either they might know one or two people from the organization, or they're familiar, or they're like kind of like me, and they only hear about it from tales of Jim Cornette and other guys who likes to shit on the company. I've looked at Chikara. I've seen some of Chikara stuff. Chikara isn't terrible. I like Chikara for what it is. It found its niche. It stuck around. It literally was the first company to establish itself after the folding of ECW and WCW. And managed to make it all the way until this year. And because of the speaking out movement, and because of everything in the dark coming out to light, Chikara is folded. There is no Chikara. And I was actually going to be doing some Chikara gameplay. I'm probably still going to do it because they have a game. I want to try the game out. I want to put that on the channel. Because I know a while back I was saying there are quite a few wrestling games coming out that I'll need to check out. But I will be saddened that the sins of the past run so fucking deep that Chikara's gone. NWA will make it through this, but that easily could have been a very bad scenario. WWE, of course, they're gonna be fucking fine as WWE. AEW has had some hits, nothing too severe, but Lord knows it is still a very delicate time for them. And if things get worse, boy oh boy, we might be losing the only chance at somebody competing with WWE. I believe AEW will be the last opportunity for anyone to compete with the WWE on that main stage as far as wrestling goes. This will have ramifications for generations in wrestling. When people talk about the times where wrestling was tested and its mettle and resolve was seen, and its ability to survive and thrive in an environment such as this is the time we will talk about. Surviving COVID, surviving speaking out, purging the toxic and just disgusting elements of this business will be needed. And on the other side, hopefully we come out a lot cleaner. I must do my video on Fyter Fest today. I have to. It is an obligation I have to myself. But these are dark times that we live in, and hopefully we make it through. I'm Dynamite D, y'all. Have a good one. Peace.